welcome to A Day in the Word. Today's reading is Genesis chapter 28 through Genesis chapter 30. Genesis chapter 28. Isaac called Jacob and blessed him. Then Isaac gave him a command and said, "You must not marry a Canaanite woman. So leave this place and go to Padan Aram. Go to the house of Bethuel, your mother's father, Laban, your mother's brother. Live there, marry one of his daughters. I pray that God All-Powerful will bless you and give you many children. I pray that you will become the father of a great nation, and that God will bless you and your children the same way he blessed Abraham. And I pray that you will own the land where you live. This is the land God gave to Abraham." So Isaac sent Jacob to Rebekah's brother in Padan Aram. Jacob went to Laban, son of Bethuel the Aramean. Laban was the brother of Rebekah, the mother of Jacob and Esau. Esau learned that his father Isaac blessed Jacob and sent him away to Padan Aram to find a wife there. He also learned that Isaac commanded Jacob not to marry a Canaanite woman. Esau learned that Jacob obeyed his father and his mother and went to Padan Aram. Esau saw from this that his father did not want his sons to marry Canaanite women. Esau already had two wives, but he went to Abraham's son Ishmael and married another woman, Mahalath, the daughter of Ishmael. Mahalath was Nabal's sister. Jacob left Beersheba and went to Haran. The sun had already set when he came to a good place to spend the night. He took a rock there and laid his head on it to sleep. Jacob had a dream. He dreamed there was a ladder that was on the ground and reached up into heaven. He saw the angels of God going up and down the ladder. And then Jacob saw the Lord standing by the ladder. He said, "I am the Lord, the God of your grandfather Abraham. I am the God of Isaac. I give you the land that you are lying on now. I will give this land to you and to your children. You will have as many descendants as there are particles of dust on the earth. They will spread east and west, north and south. All the families on earth will be blessed because of you and your descendants. I am with you and I will protect you everywhere you go. I will bring you back to this land. I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised." Then Jacob woke up and said, "I know that the Lord is in this place, but I did not know he was here until I slept." Jacob was afraid and said, "This is a very great place. This is the house of God. This is the gate to heaven." Jacob got up very early in the morning. He took the rock he had slept on and set it up on its edge. Then he poured oil on the rock. In this way, he made it a memorial to God. The name of that place was Luz, but Jacob named it Bethel. Then Jacob made a promise. He said, "If God will be with me, and if he will protect me on this trip, and if he gives me food to eat and clothes to wear, and if I return in peace to my father's house, if he does all these things, then the Lord will be my God. I am setting this stone up as a memorial stone. It will show that this is a holy place for God, and I will give God 1/10 of all he gives me." I will give God 1/10 of all he owes me. Genesis chapter 29. Then Jacob continued his trip. He went to the country in the east. He looked and saw a well in the field. There were 3 flocks of sheep lying near the well, where the sheep drank water. There was a large rock covering the mouth of the well. When all the flocks were gathered there, the shepherds would roll the rock away from the well. Then all the sheep could drink from the water. After the sheep were full, the shepherds would put the rock back in its place. Jacob said to the shepherds there, "Brothers, where are you from?" They answered, "We are from Haran." Then Jacob said, "Do you know Laban, the son of Nahor?" The shepherds answered, "We know him." Then Jacob said, "How is he?" They answered, "He is well. Look, that is his daughter Rachel, coming now with his sheep." Jacob said, "Look, it is still day, and long before the sun sets. It is not yet time for the animals to be gathered together for the night. So give them water and let them go back into the field." But they said, "We cannot do that until all the flocks are gathered together. Then we will move the rock from the well, and all the sheep will drink." While Jacob was talking with the shepherds, Rachel came with her father's sheep. It was her job to take care of the sheep. Rachel was Laban's daughter. Laban was the brother of Rebekah, Jacob's mother. When Jacob saw Rachel, he went and moved the rock and gave water to the sheep. Then Jacob kissed Rachel and cried. He told her that he was from her father's family. He told her that he was the son of Rebekah. So Rachel ran home and told her father. When Laban heard the news about his sister's son Jacob, he ran to meet him. Laban hugged him and kissed him and brought him to his house. Jacob told Laban everything that had happened. Then Laban said, "This is wonderful. You are from my own family." So Jacob stayed with Laban for a month. One day Laban said to Jacob, "You are a relative of mine. It is not right for you to continue working for me without pay. What should I pay you?" Now Laban had 2 daughters. The older was Leah, and the younger was Rachel. Leah's eyes were gentle, but Rachel was beautiful. Jacob loved Rachel, so he said to Laban, "I will work 7 years for you if you will allow me to marry your daughter Rachel." Laban said, "It will be better for her to marry you than someone else, so stay with me." So Jacob stayed and worked for Laban for 7 years, but it seemed like a very short time because he loved Rachel very much. After 7 years, Jacob said to Laban, "Give me Rachel so that I can marry her. My time of work for you is finished." So Laban gave a party for all the people in that place. That night, Laban brought his daughter Leah to Jacob. Jacob and Leah had sexual relations together. Laban gave his maid Zilpah to his daughter to be her maid. In the morning, Jacob saw that it was Leah he had slept with. And he said to Laban, "You have tricked me. I worked hard for you so that I could marry Rachel. Why did you trick me?" Laban said, "In our country, we don't allow the younger daughter to marry before the older daughter. Continue for the full week of the marriage ceremony, and I will also give you Rachel to marry. But you must serve me another 7 years." So Jacob did this and finished the week. Then Laban gave him his daughter Rachel as a wife. Laban gave his maid Bilhah to his daughter Rachel to be her maid. So Jacob had sexual relations with Rachel also, and Jacob loved Rachel more than Leah. Jacob worked for Laban another 7 years. The Lord saw that Jacob loved Rachel more than Leah, so he made it possible for Leah to have children, but Rachel did not have any children. Leah gave birth to a son, and she named him Reuben. She named him this because she said, "The Lord has seen my troubles. My husband does not love me, so now maybe my husband will love me." Leah became pregnant again and had another son. She named this son Simeon. She said, "The Lord has heard that I am not loved, so he gave me this son." Leah became pregnant again and had another son. She named this son Levi. She said, "Now surely my husband will love me. I have given him 3 sons." Then Leah gave birth to another son. She named this son Judah. Leah named him this because she said, "Now I will praise the Lord." Then Leah stopped having children. Genesis chapter 30. Rachel saw that she was not giving Jacob any children. She became jealous of her sister Leah. So Rachel said to Jacob, "Give me children or I will die." Jacob became angry with Rachel and said, "I am not God. He is the one who has caused you to not have children." Then Rachel said, "You can have my maid Bilhah, sleep with her, and she will have a child for me. Then I can be a mother through her." So Rachel gave Bilhah to her husband Jacob. He had sexual relations with Bilhah. She became pregnant and gave birth to a son for Jacob. Rachel said, "God has listened to my prayer. He decided to give me a son." So she named this son Dan. Bilhah became pregnant again and gave Jacob a second son. Rachel said, "I have fought hard to compete with my sister, and I have won." So she named that son Naphtali. Leah saw that she could have no more children, so she gave her slave girl Zilpah to Jacob. Then Zilpah had a son. Leah said, "I am lucky." So she named the son Gad. Zilpah gave birth to another son. Leah said, "I am very happy. Now women will call me happy." So she named that son Asher. During the wheat harvest, Reuben went into the fields and found some special flowers. He brought them to his mother Leah. But Rachel said to Leah, "Please give me some of your son's flowers." Leah answered, "You have already taken away my husband. Now you are trying to take away my son's flowers." Rachel answered, "If you will give me your son's flowers, you can sleep with Jacob tonight." Jacob came in from the fields that night. Leah saw him and went out to meet him. She said, "You will sleep with me tonight. I have paid for you with my son's flowers." So Jacob slept with Leah that night. Then God allowed Leah to become pregnant again. She gave birth to a fifth son. She said, "God has given me a reward because I gave my slave to my husband." So she named her son Issachar. Leah became pregnant again and gave birth to a sixth son. She said, "God has given me a fine gift. Now surely Jacob will accept me because I have given him 6 sons." So she named this son Zebulun. Later, Leah gave birth to a daughter. She named her Dinah. Then God heard Rachel's prayer and made it possible for Rachel to have children. She became pregnant and gave birth to a son. She said, "God has taken away my shame." Rachel named the son Joseph, saying, May the Lord give me another son." After the birth of Joseph, Jacob said to Laban, "Now let me go back to my own homeland. Give me my wives and my children. I have earned them by working for you. You know that I served you well." Laban said to him, "Please let me say something. I know that the Lord has blessed me because of you. Tell me what I should pay you, and I will give it to you." Jacob answered, "You know that I have worked hard for you. Your flocks have grown and been well while I cared for them. When I came, you had little. Now you have much, much more. Every time I did something for you, the Lord blessed you. Now it is time for me to work for myself. It is time to do things for my family." Laban asked, "Then what should I give you?" Jacob answered, "I don't want you to give me anything. I only want you to let me do this one thing. I will go back and take care of your sheep, but let me go through all your flocks today and take every lamb with spots and stripes. Let me take every black young goat and every female goat with stripes or spots. That will be my pay. In the future, you can easily see if I am honest. You can come to look at my flocks. If I have any goat that isn't spotted or any sheep that isn't black, you will know that I stole it." Laban answered, "I agree to that. We will do what you ask." But that day Laban hid all the male goats that had spots, and he hid all the female goats that had spots on them. He also hid all the black sheep. Laban told his sons to watch these sheep. So the sons took all the spotted animals and led them to another place. They traveled for 3 days. Jacob stayed and took care of all the animals that were left. Then Jacob cut green branches from poplar and almond trees. He stripped off some of the bark so that the branches had white stripes on them. He put the branches in front of the flocks at the watering places. When the animals came to drink, they also mated in that place. Then, when the goats mated in front of the branches, the young that were born were spotted, striped, or black. Jacob separated the spotted and the black animals from the other animals in the flock. He kept his animals separate from Laban's. Anytime the stronger animals in the flock were mating, Jacob put the branches before their eyes. The animals mated near those branches. But when the weaker animals mated, Jacob did not put the branches there. So the young animals born from the weak animals were Laban's, and the young animals born from the stronger animals were Jacob's. In this way, Jacob became very rich. He had large flocks, many servants, camels, and donkeys. Thank you for joining A Day in the Word, Bible in a Year series. Please subscribe, comment, and like. And don't forget to turn on that notification bell. Until next time, shalom.